Hey, Cowboy Nation, this is Cowboys. This Cowboys abroad. Let's get into some. Let's get into some football talk. This is Saints week. The Saints. Saints coming marching in the Cowboys Stadium. Man, only realize they in the wrong damn house. But let's talk about the game. We've inched a little closer now. The game's gonna be in a couple days. What we talking about? Let's take a look into what I want to do is take a look into the numbers, and the defense. I really want to look at the defense and the rankings. I want to look at I want to just look at a couple players and see where we at. And the reason I want to do this, Cowboy Nation, the reality of it is, this type of game, this kind of game, man, most folks in the world, they look at your record, they look at your record, they look at who you're playing against, and they swear you off and swear up and down that you can't win this game. This game, man, is not winnable for you. It just sort of the nature of the beast in the football world, and really in reality, it's not so. It's not so. This game is very winnable when you look at it in totality. Because first of all, I wanted to spell some things. What I've heard. What I've heard throughout the last couple of days is. Dallas simply can't compete with the receiving. And, can't compete with the receiving. Can't run against this team. Dallas Cowboy Nation, and fans of other teams. New Orleans is not facing just any ordinary running back. Zeke Elliott is the best in the league. Got over 1,000 yards on the season. And I'm not, it's not Cowboys broad saying he's the best in the league. Hell, if you look at the record book, it says Zeke Elliott is the best in the league. Now, true, New Orleans has the best run defense. Congratulations, you got the best best run defense. But this particular week, you're going against the best of the best. And we'll see what happens. And the other thing is, I've heard a lot about Kamara, Kamara and his ability to run, and absolutely Kamara's having a good season. True enough. But, in that same stat book where I was looking for Ezekiel Elliott, I was looking really at the number 2 spot, number 3 spot, and I was expecting to see Kamara. But I had to look down the page a little bit, all the way down to 12, to find no Kamara. And 12 is still good, don't get me wrong. But 12 is not first, And true, Kamara, he's not facing number 1 defense, but rush defense. But the Cowboys themselves are not any slouches, sitting at number 4. That's right, the Cowboys are number 4. So the Saints are not the only ones that can defend the run. Now, so we straighten that out. Really, I don't really see a huge gap. And I don't really see an advantage for the New Orleans Saints in the run area. In fact, I give that check mark to Dallas. So we look at the passing. Now in the passing, Dallas ain't looking too good in the pass defense department. Dallas is number 12. Kind of middle, just a little bit above middle of the road. I guess, getting the job done, so to speak. Really, it's gonna be all right. And sadly to my surprise though, where I found the Saints, was all the way down at the bottom at number 30th. Now I don't want any confusion. I did not say third. I said 30th. The second worst in the league at pass defense. So I don't really understand where the majority of the folks, think. I really don't think that New Orleans got an advantage in the defensive area. Everybody sitting, they got the best rush defense. They got the best rush defense. She's sitting at 30th in the pass defense. 30th. Now, let's look at this. Let's look at this a little deeper. We're looking at this a little deeper. Opponent's receiving defense. Opponent's receiving defense. Dallas sitting at 11th. New Orleans, 31. The thing about it is New Orleans really don't really have to worry too much about playing pass defense because they got old Breeze there and they like to throw the ball. They like to throw the ball and they like to move the ball down the field. In the passing game with old Drew Brees and Michael Thomas and Benjamin Watson, and maybe they hit Drew Brees, he good enough, man. Hell, he can throw a pass to the water boy and still make it a completion. And they got a couple other receivers there that, they spread the ball around pretty good, But their main guy is Michael Thompson, Pro Bowl type guys, made Pro Bowl, putting up big numbers, got over 1,000 yards in the season. But the thing about it is I also like the Cowboys. Cowboys is a Pro Bowler. We got a guy, man, on our team that's made a couple Pro Bowls named Amari Cooper, who's made a couple Pro Bowls himself. He can catch the ball. He can catch the ball. He can rack up some yards on you too. And right now, I was trying to figure out. Where we are with cornerbacks. But I can't imagine that if you 31st in pass defense and 32 in opponent's receiving defense. 31 in opponent's receiving defense. I can't imagine your damn cornerbacks would be all that great. I would have a hard time buying that. That's a tough pill to swallow for me. And Dallas Cowboys cornerbacks, Chidobe Awuzie, he all right. Anthony Brown, he's coming into his own. But Byron Jones is playing on a Pro Bowl type level right now. And it's not just me saying that. I was trying to find an actual official ranking type of thing, but best I could do was Pro Football Focus, and I seen on Pro Football Focus where they did like a Madden All-Pro team, and they had Byron Jones listed as they only All-Pro corner. That tells me all I need to know about what they feel about Byron Jones' play, So I like that matchup. Byron Jones against Michael Thomas. So when I started looking at players on player on our defense, player on player, and offense versus defense, this game is really not that scary. Really not that scary to me. When I look into it and I look at the numbers and I look at the stats, and I kind of look at the matchups, personnel matchups here. I don't really see anything here that's just uh, all that scary. Uh, now, right now, in totality, Russian should be interesting. Should be interesting matchup. Uh, Dallas sits at number 6. New Orleans sits at number 7. And overall rushing. And total team defense. Um, Dallas right now currently ranked number 7 in total team defense. New York is ranked number 15th. So when I look at this and I see a situation where uh, New Orleans they doing better than us, the Cowboys offensively, but when I look at the defense and the way our defense is playing, I like our ability to close. I like our ability to close the gap, and I feel like this is going to be a tough game. Not as high scoring as most people think. I still believe in my mind it's going to go something like 27-20, and I'm gonna look. I'm gonna look at the Cowboys to take this one home. Take this one home. I just think our defense is probably going to give us an extra possession or two with the way they play. So that's kind of how I see it going, and going through the stat book. It tends to lend itself toward a much different game than most people might think. These teams are not that far apart when you look at it from a realistic numbers point of view. Now, me, one might say might want to say that I'm a Dallas homer. I'm crazy. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. That I got it all wrong, and the shit is just don't make any sense. And my response to such a statement, because I know it's going to be said, is that you absolutely right about one damn thing. I am a Dallas homer. I'm a Dallas homer. I'm a Dallas native. Born in Dallas, raised in a little town, about an hour outside of Dallas, and I'm a diehard Dallas Cowboy fan. I've been a fan of the Cowboys for over 40 years. So am I gonna pick against the Cowboys? Absolutely not. Well, you would be making a mistake. Is thinking I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm pretty well versed in football. Football is my life. Football is my passion. I study the game on quite frequent basis. Not just watching games, but rewatching games, checking out films, reviewing all 22 tapes, studying the game, going through the record books. I do my homework. So you would be making a mistake to think that I don't know what I'm talking about, and that I'm just making shit up. No, I didn't make it up. If you would like to verify any of my statistics, you can find my statistics at ESPN.com. Just look under NFL defensive rankings. Google that, and you'll be able to go right to the links in which I did. You can also go to Pro Football Focus if you'd like to check some stats there to find out for yourself the truth. And on that note, I don't want to keep anybody too long. battle down south. Texas, Dallas Cowboys and New Orleans. We both like to eat down in the south. So I don't want to keep anybody from their dinner or their breakfast. Enjoy yourself, and in the meantime, I'm gonna relax, chill. Just got home. Uh, might pop me open a beer and just sit back, man, check me out some film. And on that note, I think exactly about what my plans is gonna entail. I'm gonna check out. This Cowboys abroad. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for liking if you do. Thank you for commenting. Please leave your comments below, regardless. Who you might be for, who you might be for, who you might be against. Leave your comments below. Let's have a talk about it. Let's discuss it. I like good, detailed football discussion, one way or the other, for or against the Cowboys. So leave your comments below. Thank you for watching. This Cowboys Abroad. I'm out.